Hi people, Punky here, welcome back to this channel. In this episode we're doing a review for tier 5 German medium premium tank Panzer 3K. We got this one from Washer. He bought us 3 boxes for New Year and in one of them it was this tank, so it is lovely jubbly, you know. Thank you Washer, thank you War Gaming. Let's do this review. It will be from 2 main parts, this shot in garage part, then 3 fantastic games in this tank, 1 mine, 1 random live game and 1 of your best games in this tank. So maybe last replay will be yours, who knows. So what about appearance of this tank? It is very nice looking tank in my opinion, you know. It is a little bit open and tall on sides, wide too, but short tank. So let's compare it with benchmark for size on this channel, my red T-34. And comparing with T-34 all tanks, we can grasp size better, you know. So they are roughly same height. T-34 is a little bit longer, but they are same width too. You will not struggle to, you know, hide this tank or to park it in good position because you have 10 degrees of gun depression too, and that is great. So speaking about gun, what about firepower on this baby? Well, you have this 7.5 centimeters L43 gun. It is mostly bad gun, you know, I must say that, and I don't like this muzzle brake. So you have 110 alpha, which is something like average for tier 5 medium tanks. 175 with HE shells, that is okay, but penetration is just terrible. 103 millimeters with standard AP rounds is not enough anymore in tier 5 because you can meet tier 6 and tier 7, and in those tiers there is a lot of really strong tanks, you know. For example, OE, no chance you can pen that tank frontally with even gold APCR rounds. So 38 with HE rounds, you can carry them, but you don't have enough ammo to allow yourself that luxury, so better not use them. Rate of fire 15 rounds per minute, which is okay. Every 4 seconds one shell flying, you know. 0.4 more on 100 meters accuracy, that is, you know, on bad side. And this 2.3 seconds aiming time, it is average for for medium tanks, but it is really something that you will struggle with, and you will see that in gameplay. So what about armor on this tank? Well, armor is pretty weird, you know. You have 50 millimeters on hull frontally here, 30 on sides and 50 in the rear, and on turret you have 50 here, 30 and 30 on back, which is a little bit weird. But your commander's hatch has 95 millimeters of armor. Probably that is buff from War Gaming because it was a very big weak point on a very weak tank. And you will stop with that gun mounted even of 140 millimeters of penetration shells. With this gun mounted you will stop something like up to 150, sometimes even more if you are lucky, you know. But overall armor is pretty bad. Even tier 3 tanks can pen you, you know, and if they're shooting here, you know, everything will mostly pen, not to talk about sides and rear. So what about driving of this tank? Well, driving is pretty nice, you know. It is smooth tank for driving, 40 kilometers per hour forward top speed, nothing special, you know, but you're not slow tank. 12 kilometers in reverse, that is, you know, bad. 43 degrees per second traverse speed, that is, you know, okay. What about equipment and this ammo and crew? Well, for equipment I'm using binoculars. It will give you a full view range, 461 in my case, so more than 445, that is maximum view range that you can use. So gun laying drive for faster aiming time and gun rammer for faster reloading, that is what I will go with. And because penetration is bad, we're using 21 rounds of AP, and when I say using, we're really using most of them almost in every game. So you cannot carry more than this, and that is why I am not recommending HE runs. So what about this crew? Well, you know, it is premium tank. You should use crew from other tanks, so I can just roughly show you like this. You can read what they have. It is from my Panzer 4H, you know. But if you want to grow crew for yourself, well, you can send me comment with question and I will answer to you what crew you should choose. So that was that for in garage part. We will tell more and you will see everything in 3 fantastic games that follows. Okay, our first game here on Hills Mines Ruding. I don't know how you're calling this map, and it is a weak tier 5 match with tier 4 tanks too. In platoon with Voshadrar, he is in SU-85, and Tuareg, who was in Leopard. Okay, a little bit of pushing there. That is problem when you have fast medium tanks, you know. They always want to stop light tanks going in position. Okay, there is Lux dead, but we lost Tuareg there. We killed the ELC, two kills for us, very fast, you know. Okay. So now I'm thinking this position isn't very good position, you know. Especially when you have artillery in game and one tank already behind the trucks. So I'm thinking, okay, should I disengage and go a little bit back and choose a better position, or to go to the right? And then I decided just to go left and to risk it a little bit. And here we are. So 3-1 for us. We are spotted but in cover now. And there you go, Panzer. Was that a 5-4? Yes, it was. That is very capable tank. Yeah, I forgot about that one, you know. If you have opportunity to buy that one, you will see why I'm saying this in the end. If you have opportunity to buy that one and you have money and it is on sale, well, that is probably the best tier 5 medium tank and one of the best tanks at all, you know. Counting heavy tanks, counting tank destroyers, light tanks. Pretty capable, nice looking tank, you know. And usually a team that has that tank, usually that team will win too, you know. So I'm not saying all the time, but usually. So looks, you know, keeping him checked there, and that is very good play by Lux, because that dude will you know, take shots. If he doesn't go back, he will be spotted constantly. So we're firing there, you know, blind shots, but we actually spending APCR on that. You know, sometimes even I will forget to switch back, you know. So sometimes I will be lazy, sometimes I will be in heat of battle when even slight, you know, movement of my hand will make me miss, you know. So then I don't want to switch back, but sometimes I will just forget, you know, and it is same like with rest of us. I'm just a human after all. So let's see. Okay, Mate 1 going on kill. Told you, no clutch shots with this one, you know. No clutch shots for you, Panzer 3K, Punky, whatever. Okay, that one decided to show us his broadside, and we took that as a gift. I'm a little bit concerned about artillery. I know, yeah, that is what I was afraid. I know they don't have possible shot from usual positions, but if they you know, change position, then they can shoot at me, and exactly that MX-105 did Sexiati. It is capable to do that, so okay. M4 destroyed. We'll go back a little bit. Mate A1, will he show us his armor? Not. And looks going on hill, you know. This is bad. And well, he is one shot now, so we'll just go for it and we will miss, you know. So is he still reloading? Probably yes, you know. There is mate A1. I know Artie can shoot me, but I'm feeling blood here, sensing blood. And no clutch shots for you, Funky. Shut up, lady. Okay. So yeah, that is something that is annoying, but if you noticed, it is true for many German tanks. Like most of them are really terrible in shooting in move, you know. So yay. We'll go here now to see where is that artillery, you know. Panzer 5-4 finally moved, but already, you know, damaged and tired, and my team destroyed him. But he shouldn't go there. Never go in that stupid town, settlement, whatever it is, you know. On this map at least. So it is so useless thing to do, you know. If you want to hurt your team, to hurt your win ratio, go in town. If you don't want to do that, well, try to win hill, because this hill is essential. So maybe you will not win it immediately, you know, but as long as you're fighting for this hill, you know, as long as you are here, your tank destroyers can shoot what you spot or what you proxy spot, you know. This hill is daddy, you know, on this map. So almost on any map, you know, hill is important, but not on all, you know. So for example, on Prokhorovka, many people fighting for that side hill, and what when you win that hill, you know, you still need to cross that railway, and that railway is a hill for itself, you know. Okay. MX spotted. More targets to shoot, more HP and hit points, and there is Wolverine in our base. So I should probably go back and kill that Wolverine. Other MX died from Sexiati in our team, so that is good. I know many will not agree with me, you know. Ooh, turret, you need to be very careful with that because they can damage you. Many will not agree with that, what I said about Prokhorovka, but it is true, you know. It's true. I show you that in those games with Type 64. And I am spotted, but I managed to kill that Wolverine. I will go forward to pick some speed, you know. Because artillery, if that artillery pans fully, you know, it can still hurt you. And well, in this moment, it can one-shot me, you know, if he is lucky. So whenever you can afford to yourself to be cautious against artillery, then be cautious, you know. So I could, you know, try to turn there in same place, or blah blah blah, but why would you do that? You can just And anyway, artillery was last time spotted going on this position, so that is just plus to what we did here. So now it is our chance to see, is this also peninsula or island? They're calling that island, but it is peninsula. But this one looks it is also peninsula. And there you go, 6th kill here. Yep, it is I would say peninsula, or maybe there is stretch of water there, who knows. Anyway, one day we'll drive there and I will show you, you know, we'll drive in that corner and I will do this with my camera, you know, and I will look there to see if there is water or land there. So very important for this review, you know. So like you can see, you know, this tank is very capable as tier 5 tank versus tier 5 tanks. But let's see post-game data and let's see what will that bring to. In this battle we failed terribly, losing a lot of credits. 28 shots fired, 11 on target, that is terrible. Accuracy 2, 8 tanks. Damage we kill 6, that is okay. Team score set on experience. First in that with 943 stars of experience. 6 kills, first in that also in both teams, and 981 HP of damage. Even that bad game for Panzer 5-4, you know, gave him top damage in this battle. So let's see personal score. We spotted 2 enemy tanks. We got top gun, far for effect, and M badge for this tank and this game. So let's see one random live game. Okay, let's play one random live game. Hopefully we will see some new moments with this tank. For sure we will hear my thoughts in real time, which will help you to grasp this tank better and what I'm doing. And let's see, hopefully not tier 7 match. Okay, we can breathe, you know. It is Red Shar map, tier 6 match. And we are ready to go. Only, no, enemy team has Panzer 3K2. Wow, this new you know, it is pretty good for dispersing tanks equally between two teams. Though I noticed since patch 110 isn't really good for you know, putting equally skillful players in each team. Or maybe they do that, just, you know, they will put those equally good players in different tiers and tanks. So if I am best player, for example, in my team, but in enemy team best player is in HT number 6, you know, then that can be big, you know, difference between winning, you know, and losing. Or for example, their best player in T34, 85, you know, it can be really rough. So we will play role of scout a little bit, and there you go, we spotted that Valentine tank before Type 64 spotted that tank. That is crazy, you know. And with binoculars we have full view range, you know, which is also very good. So I'm thinking, should I switch to gold rounds or just to fire these AP rounds, because Valentine is very... Ooh, how that missed, I don't know. But Valentine is very you know, a rough tank. So you're probably wondering why you are not worried to be spotted, you know. Well, I knock out that tree and that acts like double or triple bush, you know. So it will help you on that distance where Valentine was. Though if their light tank would be there, for example, in that bush, well, he could spot me, I think. So okay, we'll switch to APCR rounds and we'll target that. Wow, We bounced. Wow, we missed. And that was some terrible shooting, you know. Okay, there you go. The tank again. Okay, we'll switch back to AP rounds. Okay, hopefully he is the truck there. That is skinny armor. We'll shoot blind. I think he's still there. Little bit lower. Come on, please. RNG. And there you go, he is dead. So that is good. The situation on that side is terrible, like you can see. And we keep missing that giant heavy tank. Come on, RNG. Come on, please. And he is finally dead. Where is that Panzer 4H or 3K? What is that? He's below my field of view, but we can shoot on KV1. Burning through this APCR rounds, you know. Watching with my little eye on on that mini map, because we need to worry about all that tanks, you know. And again, ooh, I target Skoda T24 and I hit T37. So now we're shooting AP rounds. We are fairly sure that we will pen, you know, that target. And that was cool. Shooting on, okay, that dude is one shot. Should we risk to fire and to pull back, or let other players kill him, though they are not interested? And now hopefully that IKV-103 will reveal Valiant and Stug 3G. Will they try to shoot on him? No. So what we can do, we can move. And we can move actually frontally. I think T37 pulled back, or maybe he's still on hill. I don't think he came here after all this, but who knows, you know. So 990 HP of damage, just 2 kills, but it was interesting, you know. We we perform better with spotting than Type 64. So is that dude even carry? Wow, that was lucky shot, must say that. Oh, he isn't dead. Oh, that could be nice. Well, maybe we have shots on Bishop, who knows. Let's see, there he is, auto-aiming, waiting, fire. And we didn't scratch him. Ooh! Far more for you in the end, isn't that lovely? So, that was nice performance. You saw we can a little bit spot, we can a little bit snipe, everything, you know, little bit. And that is the problem, you know. It is not like it is average in everything, it is just little bit in everything. That is downside of this tank. It doesn't have good armor, it doesn't have a good speed, doesn't have very small silhouettes, you know. Doesn't have punchy good gun, doesn't have precise gun, doesn't have fast gun, doesn't have fast aiming gun. And so it is just bad, you know. Bad in everything except view range. You can tweak that view range with binoculars, you know, on full view range. How much we have? Spotting 461, so 15 meters more than we can possibly spot, you know. So that is how much we spent, minus 7,000 credits, you know. That is one of big problems with this tank. Same like with Valiant, similar like with Panzer T25. You cannot earn money in these premium tanks because you are forced to fire a lot of gold rounds, you know. So let's see your best game in this tank. Okay, your best game in this tank, and player's name is Ratai99, you know, full tier match, full tier 5 match here on steps. And let's see what he can do in this tank. So, with Gamo, you know, stay home, but nothing with in this MM. Well, they have Panzer 5.4, you know. That is capable tank. That is tank that you should buy if you have money and opportunity to buy it. Wow, that is some very nice looking cam, you know. So this game, you know, like we said, this tank is nothing special, you know, and it is also a rare tank. So I didn't see a lot, you know, and badges in this tank, a lot of replays. So to get you best game in this tank, you know, I went to patches 1.9 prior to this patch, you know. So patch 1901, patch 91, patch 1902, 03, blah blah. Then patch 191, patch 912, you know. And it is interesting that best game in all that patches is nothing different from best game in this patch 110, you know. So I will not say how many kills and how many damage, but it is very similar. I will just say this is not one of those tanks. Well, most of tanks you will see, you know, at least one replay with 10 kills, you know. So this is one of tanks that you will not see that. We'll tell you in the end how many. Wow, that is a nice clutch shot, though he was lucky also. RMG was on his side. Usually clutch shot like that on very small surface will, especially behind the rock, because the rock has some weird magnetic field that attracts shells. What I wanted to say, mostly those shots will miss, you know, or hit rock. So M10 is there, M10 RB FM radio. You know, you should not really roll in that tank destroyer, but you know what to say. You can play whatever you want and however you want, but that is not something that is desirable in that tank. I don't know, does it have, I didn't try that tank or check stats, does it have better depression than Wolverine and Achilles, you know? But if that tank has also bad gun depression, then that is certainly not place where you want to go in that tank destroyer. There is certain tank destroyers that can go brawl, but that is not one of them. Or there is certain tank destroyers that cannot brawl, but they can go on first line, you know, because they are agile enough and small enough, you know, so they'll use speed, clutch shots and blah blah. But again, that is not one of those. So he is advancing with his team. He's currently just on 900. Well, just if you would do every game 900 in this tank, you would be daddy, you know. But he did more, you know, so that is why I think just 900 HP of damage. There you go. He's shooting on Panzer 4H. So okay, that was lucky shot there, you know, he fired one clutch. He was lucky to even hit. And here he trading a little bit with A20, but A20 has that small gun. I think 45 millimeters gun. And now he is in fight with two tanks. A20 and T67 tank destroyer. Okay, he is doing good for now, but you saw even on T67 now you need to fire so many times, you know, before 3 shots, possibly 4, you know, he will die. Okay, Wolverine, he set him on fire. Okay, just to take it over. So where is that? There is Wolverine. So he fires, first shot hits somewhere there to the right, set him on fire. And then only half of that tank is visible over horizon. He fires second shot and that tank isn't so far, but shell doesn't hit dirt, still loops over dirt and go beneath that tank. That is some weird RNG wargaming, you know. I never saw that. I know they're trying to, you know, simulate that ballistic arc of shells, you know, but still that is a weird thing to see. You know, can shell really drop that much on that distance? Especially if it isn't a derp shot, you know. Okay, so that was his game. Very nice damage, you know, pretty good. Let's see post-game data and who did what. Yeah, that thing that I forgot to say. 4 kills, you know, my maximum is 6, I think, in this tank 2 times or more. But that is what you will see in this tank, maximum 6 kills. To other players too. Just this one was much better in, you know, damage. That one with 6 kills had just 900 HP of damage, so I decided, okay, we will not feature that one. And this one was better in experience and damage too. So, now post-game data. So he actually earned 9000 credits, 32 shots fired, 26 on target, that is good accuracy, 9 tanks damage and he killed 4, that is good also. In 5 minutes, that is pretty good. Set on experience of 1127 HP of damage, you know. 1127 stars of experience, 4 kills, 2257 HP of damage, you know. That is pretty good. Shame that he didn't got more experience. But let's see, personal score. He got high caliber, far for effect, duelist, arsonist, bruiser, and embadge for this tank and this game. So let's hear that final verdict for this tank. In the end, that question, should you keep this tank if you got it as a reward or gift tank, or should you buy it if you're planning tier 5 tank, premium tank? So my answer is, after playing 157 battles and having 66% win ratio, this tank is really bad. Nothing special here except this maximum experience, and it is weird, I have more maximum experience than maximum damage. I never saw that except in you know, random battles. So here I have 81% to my second mark of excellence, 4 high calibers, even kamikaze, some epic medals, but really nothing special. So what is my answer? Well, I had 70% win ratio before this patch 110. So why that changed? Well, this tank had one trade that not many tanks have, and I didn't mention that before because I saved it for the end. So this tank had more hit points than other regular medium tanks, and even some premium medium tanks in tier 5, and that would allow you to make some mistakes, to trade, you know, to get some free shots and to survive longer and to win that battle, and that is why I had 70% win ratio. But now they increased hit points, and now even tier 2 tanks have same amount of hit points as tier 5 before. So they increased hit points on this tank too, and on Panzer 25T, which has similar problem. But what happening? They have better guns, you know, maybe better penetration, accuracy, alpha damage, handling, you know, they can allow themselves to shoot in move or those clutch shots and you can't. So that will, you know, show now because they have time to use that better tanks because they have more hit points. Used to you could, you know, kill them with 4 or 5 shots even if they are on full health, and now you can't, you know, and they have that, you know, extra special time or hit points, whatever, all together to put in use that better guns and to negate your more hit points, you know, because a better gun with less hit points is always better than a bad gun with more hit points, especially when they have that opportunity now to do mistake and to survive, you know, longer on battlefield. So that is why no for this tank. If you are not collector, you know, this tank will probably just collect dust in your garage. So sell it, you will get free slots, you know, some extra credits, and you can invest your time and skills, and if you playing with money in some better tanks. But on the other hand, this is weird, wait for it. If you're planning tier 5 premium tank, no matter what, you know, then this is this is one of your best choices, you know. Then yes, because either this Panzer 3K, either that Sovjetischen M4 Sherman, I don't know how it is called, Miko, Vito, Mito, not really sure, but one of those two. So no if you are not collector, yes if you want tier 5 premium tank no matter what, and of course if you are collector you don't need to ask me. So hopefully this was useful for you. If it was, please like it down below. If you're not a subscriber, consider to subscribe. Also, if you want to support this channel, you can share these videos on forums and networks that you're using. If you want to support it with money, you can check my Patreon page, that is real. And if you want to check my merch, you know, buy my merch, because no merch, no chocolate, and no chocolate, no more reviews. Okay, we got first M badge in our 22nd game, one that we saw in a review. And there you go, another one. And this is third on Murovanka. I lost a replay for this one, so that is really shame. But that is that. One more time, thank you for watching and see ya.